Hi all, today we are going to see how to make use of the objects that are already in the Visual Studio and create in a Windows form, a main form basically, and how to instantiate it. That's what we are going to see. So for that we require Visual Studio. So I am opening the Visual Studio now. So while opening the Visual Studio, you can actually create a new project, but I have already created it, so I'm using this. Okay, so if you need the instructions here, you can open the Visual Studio. Okay, you can create a new project. Then the main thing which you have to keep in mind is that we are going to create a Windows form. So it's a form application. So if you want a form application, then from the drop down here, say once you create a new project, this window will pop up. So in this particular window, you have to select the language. So we have to select C# language and it is Windows. And from here, we need to select the Windows form. So Windows form. Yes, so this is the application which we are going to use. So you have to select that. So it will turn into a lavender color. Then you need to click next. Then you can give a name here, whichever name it may be. You can give the name here. Then again, you need to give select. So you can select that and you have to select the configure. You have to select a name for your project. So this is the default repository where the file will be stored. If you want, you can browse it and change it. And then select this. This is the default one in the community version which is available. And by clicking that, you can see a simple form which is created here. Now we are going to do some few changes to the simple form that we have already here. So for that, what you have to do is double click on form.cs. So this window will appear. Delete everything which is there on the window. Substitute with this particular code which is here. And from this menu in the Solution Explorer, you delete the form main.designer.cs. You delete that file. So we are going to create a form by ourselves. And then go to the project tab and click on the properties. So you could see this window. So from this window, you have to select mainframe.cs. So this is how the default look will be. So you need to change it to the program.cs. And from the startup object, select from main. And in the output type, you have to select the Windows application. So once you selected that, click on the F5 button. So it will run. And now you have actually created a new form, an empty form probably, but empty form by yourself by writing a program by yourself in C#. So this is how it is. So when you see this particular application here, so I'm just opening the Visual Studio 2019. So here you have the mainframe.cs. It's just loading. So when you click on the Solution Explorer, you have form. Click on the form and there is a view code option. So this is the code which you have already written, right? And this is the program. So here you have an option of view code. This is the changed code from this is the code which this is the code which we have copied and used it. So this is nothing but you are actually using a initialize component which is there in your as an inbuilt function in the C#. So we are using that to create um, an empty form. That's all. Okay. So if you want to run it, basically you have to go to, I already told you, you have to go here to the properties, and this is where it is. So here, if you I'm just stopping the program now, and then in order to run it, I can either click on this or I can either click F5. So if you click that, you could see the empty form which is being generated. So this is the first example which you have to see. So in this example, what we have basically seen is that we have used the initialize component to create a form creator. Okay, so basically this initialize component will act as a form constructor in the VS 2019. So this is what we have to understand here. Thank you.